everybody. Welcome to Mail Call for Monday, March 23rd.
Snowy mail call. It was supposed to rain today.
Yeah, and we've gotten this yucky flurries all day.
It was snowy. It was certainly pretty, but
it's really raw out there still.
I think, well, there's one bad thing. I had tried to get a hold of Michelle.
Yes.
Because Meredith Farms wanted a calendar made. Mm-hmm. That was going to be great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Make a calendar.
Hey, Patty.
Well, what time of year do you film the hills all snowy? You know, I think we missed it.
We definitely missed it. No more snow. Everything. Hi, Joe. Hi, Jane.
And I don't think we took any.
Hi, Hilda.
Is that how many we are?
We have 15 people right now, and this is people talking to us right there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Hi, Carol.
Oh, well, you keep right on going there.
Oh.
I can't see that part.
Do you have any stories for today?
Any stories? Well,
yeah.
We did a job today at a lovely assisted living place with a 104-year-old lady.
104.
104-year-old lady.
Good for her.
She was right on the ball. She was clapping and she was dancing.
Hi, Carol. Hi, Kathy. That's awesome.
And she loved him.
Who doesn't love him?
I know. He's
the best.
The thing that interested me is a great big building.
Yeah.
Wooden building. And it is in Methuen.
Mm-hmm.
Methuen is full of brick buildings that used to manufacture
right
fabrics.
The good old Merrimack River, right?
Well, I don't know why they didn't use the brick buildings instead of putting up this great big wooden thing.
I don't know. I'm not a civic engineer.
I don't either. That's the area where I can't remember why, but
hi, Peg.
There was something
Kevin.
where
Karen.
a whole bunch of people working in the factory had to be laid off for one reason or another, and the man who owned the factory said that he would keep paying them over until they got whatever fixed up and could be operational again. That was a big deal. That was a few years ago, but he paid the whole factory, everybody's salary, for about 2 months. Just, and he didn't have to do that.
You know who did that back in the day? Hershey.
Hershey?
Hershey was very good to his employees.
Really?
And when they were striking, he would pay them.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had a runaway mini horse today for a little bit. Wasn't a problem, though. I found him.
I saw it.
Yeah, I found him. I put him back. He was good. Hey, Patricia. Happy Monday.
Oh, okay.
We're up to 57 now.
Okay. Well, what I was trying to figure out, I really should do something for that newspaper again.
You should.
It was good, and I did fine. But one thing that I would love to do is there are a whole bunch of things where I, as a retired person, hasn't got anything to do.
Somebody wanted to know how many people you saw in Methuen.
We saw 87.
87 people in Methuen. Go on.
Yeah. But what started me a while ago was I ended up making a circle around the school buses that are parked down at the Topsfield Fairgrounds. Mm-hmm. And in the back of the buses, there's supposed to be a sign that says,
"No Bella today.
This bus is empty." And because the driver is supposed to walk to the back and put up the empty sign.
Right.
To prove that there was no kid sound asleep in the back.
Yeah.
There were no signs with the empty sign. They're not doing it. Why aren't they doing that?
I don't know, but they should.
They should do that. Okay, so that's...
Oh, Bella wants to join.
Who?
Bella.
distracting with my story here.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to get Bella here. She wants to come up.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Hold on, everybody.
I don't have any idea what you're doing.
Sorry, everybody. There we go. Bella, do you know how that I can make you live on here? I don't know how to.
Well, she's right there.
Yeah, she's right there, but she wanted to join the chat with us.
What?
Hi, Tiggy.
To get in
Thank
here?
you. Somebody just said you look nice.
Thank
right
you.
on the screen.
Bella's trying to get down there?
Yeah, but I don't know how to do it.
Oh, yeah, I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I'm right with you, Carlene. I don't know how to do it either. If you can't tell us right now, show me next week.
Yeah.
They had to...
Can I get back to my school buses?
People are trying to talk to you.
Huh?
They want to know how Geek Squad went.
But the Geek Squad didn't show up.
They're coming on Thursday.
They were terrified of my machine. I don't blame them. No.
All right,
anyway,
so
back to my school buses.
Back to your buses.
With people not putting the empty sign in the back. That is wrong. They should do that.
They should.
And
I
I
agree.
can remember for a while, I was calling the police to say, gee, you know, there are only 5 with the empty sign buses and there are 14 buses with those. You know, I was complaining and straightening it out. But I stopped doing that. We should get back to doing that. That's one. But there's another thing that I do that makes everything, it doesn't take any, whatever. When you get out of the elevator, they're supposed to have the sign where it's been inspected.
Right.
It's supposed to be posted. And for a long, long time, it was. And right up there, eye level, you could see that it was outdated and they should have, nobody's inspected it. You know, so I started complaining about that now and again. And the next thing I know, this was in the hospital is when I was doing that. They started putting it at knee level. It wasn't quite so handy. But nonetheless, that's another thing that people in general can do. And just plain check up on and make people behave. So I was trying to come up with more things like that don't take any effort, but somebody like me, who's retired with nothing to do, just can become alert to something and bring it to everybody's attention. Now, if all of you people would come up with more things like that, I could easily make that into a column in the newspaper or a little blurb at the bottom about the cranky old lady or whatever.
I think a big hit with your column is Tales from a Wrangler.
Tales from a Wrangler?
Tales of a Wrangler. And you just tell all your Hollywood stories that you like to tell me, too.
Well, that's true, but I have to have a kicker of some kind.
You have so many kickers. You don't give yourself enough credit. You have great stories.
I do have funny stories. I was. Did you hear the one about Christ sinking in the water? No.
Oh, I think I think I remember you telling me something about that.
I don't think I've told everybody about that. But this was a situation where I was supposed to provide the fish for Christ to hold the fish up in front of the camera as he's standing on the lake, and everything was fine. And I was in the lake with the fish, and I had a bunch of fish in the wire dog crate. So. We get everything all set, and Christ is out there with his white bathrobe, and everything is fine, and I handed him the fish, and the fish was just the extra weight that it took to start sinking him in the lake. So somewhere here there is a marvelous video of Christ standing there holding up the fish, slowly sinking up to his knees. That's all. What's happening now?
I think Bella's coming.
Oh, Lord.
She looked it up for us. Let's see. I tried adding you. There she is. Hi, Bella.
Hi, guys.
Unbelievable.
Look, you got all 3 of us now, guys.
Wonderful.
You're sideways, Bella.
Oh, hold on. Is that better?
Oh, there we go.
Bella's babysitting somebody else's animals or something.
My sister's 2 Danes I'm babysitting.
Did you hear that? Her
No.
sister's 2 Danes is what she's babysitting.
She's babysitting 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey.
This is Rigatoni's sister.
Bella has done one hell of a job.
And that's the other one. That's Toby.
Oh, hi, Toby.
Pretty
And then Winnie is the brown one. And then Ziti's playing with a toy.
Nice. Any news on your end, Bella?
No, just lots of craziness with 3 Danes in the house.
I'm sure you have your hands full.
I definitely do.
You'd have been a great asset to go to that nursing home with us.
I know. I miss going to them today. I was like, oh, I can go to shore. And then I woke up and I'm like, nope, can't go today.
You think I could understand her?
I can understand her.
Okay, well, you're going to have to interpret.
She woke up thinking she was going to get to go on a job with you, and then she remembered she couldn't, and she was sad.
Yeah. It was an interesting job.
Winnie is so small, the brown one, she can walk underneath Ziti.
One of her dogs is so small it can walk underneath Ziti.
Yep. Well, all the jobs I go to, in my mind, are
Winnie!
what
Hey, Winnie!
restaurant we go past to get home.
Nice, yeah.
And this one is Panera Bread, which has one salads.
Did you have one?
Yes,
The apple one?
apple one.
Nice.
Yep. Even Judy had something.
Oh, beautiful. You're getting a little off camera.
Well,
There we go. You were getting off camera.
well, I had to make room for Bella.
I know. Bella, Willow, and Mandy are getting along wonderfully now.
That's amazing.
The kennel's all done. They're sleeping on the couch together.
Aww.
Oh, it's adorable. You'll be excited to see them.
Yes, I know. I was texting Judy the other day and I'm like, I miss Willow.
Oh, and then Willow had a great play date with Michelle's little dog.
Oh.
Black dog.
I'll show you. I'll send you a video.
Is it the puppy? The new one?
It's the first dog that wanted to play back with Willow.
Oh. Yeah, I saw when I was stuck at the co-op that day. That I saw Michelle go in and I'm like, Michelle, you didn't even say hi. And she was like, oh, I didn't realize that was you. And I'm like, is that your new dog?
But she's a little sweetheart.
Yes.
Everybody that's watching, I can't read the comments right now because of the way it's set up. I'm sorry if we're
Hold
not.
on.
No, it's not your sound. I just can't read over here, Bella. Because of the way it's blending in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I can tap something random and figure it out.
She's saying we're watching.
Look at that.
That says Juanita Bliss is watching.
Oh,
Yep, Cheryl Bosch is watching. They're just gonna keep popping up.
oh,
Winnie, we don't like that.
Oh.
Ziti, come.
I just can't cope with that.
You don't have
I
to.
just can't.
You don't have to.
Winnie.
Well, the other thing, did everyone notice one of the days that she's looking at is brown, I think.
I noticed that. What's up with the brown Dane?
This one?
Yeah.
We have no clue. She was just like when Gab, my sister, adopted her from the breeder, she was like, I've never bred a brown Dane before, but this is what. Yeah. Yeah, no, literally. She's like, yeah, we've never seen any chocolate Danes, but here you go.
She just put a leash on that dog, didn't she?
I did.
Judy gave me help for not mentioning these leashes. Can you get me a leash?
What kind? One of your leashes?
Yeah.
Sure.
With a ball. It really was nice today to have 2 proper leashes for these 2 dogs to go into a place. We're always a little nervous to make sure there's no other dog. Just 1 or 2 will do. Yeah. Yeah.
I know, I love those leashes, Carlene.
They're great.
Here's a good example. I made a leash with a ring on it, so that I can make a collar out of it, and the other end is the leash.
Perfect little lead right there.
Yeah, and that's what we did today. So, I think that's the first time in my history that my dogs have walked in sort of properly addressed. See, there's a red one.
I know, I love them.
You know, I have to redo them, make them. Well, this is a little bit too long because it kind of dragged around, but this is a good idea.
They fit perfect in your hand.
They do. Judy suggested I put these online so that we can sell them to somebody.
Would anybody in the chat be interested in these leashes? I'm sure somebody, if they are, will let you know.
And we get you get the colors.
Yeah, all sorts of colors.
Yeah, they look good. We look good today. For the past 20 years, we haven't looked as good as these leashes now are. Let's stay there. Yes. So I was very pleased with that.
Good.
At any rate.
What was for dinner tonight, Justin?
Barbecue chicken thighs and creamy chicken noodles.
Ooh, yum.
And either beets or spinach, whatever the princess.
The boss wants.
Beef? What's beef?
Beets.
Oh, beets.
Beets.
We gotta finish the beets.
Yeah, we gotta finish the beets.
I already had a salad.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have plenty for dinner.
Well, apparently, the salad, particularly spinach, alters the amount of warfarin that my blood absorbs or doesn't absorb.
In a good way or a bad?
It's good or bad. If you want to reduce the level of warfarin in my blood, then I eat more spinach.
All right. But you don't want to do that, right?
Not right now. No. Right now it's fine. But
therefore you have to have beets.
What
was that, Bella?
I said, so therefore you have to have your beets. You can't have spinach.
Yeah, okay. So I was on a kick there of give me some more things that people can do, like keep their eye on the empty sign in the back of buses.
Busybody things?
Busybody. Yeah.
What about collecting all the license plates? Like the names, the states?
Can hear that part.
She said, what? Take the license plates of what, Bella?
Like, you know when you're driving around for jobs and you like look at the different states?
Yeah.
You try to get all 50.
Oh, yeah. She's saying just try to get all 50 things. 50 states. Just as a game to play.
That's another thing I thought. Take the picture of a car that does not have a handicap plate parked in a handicap zone.
Oh, I stand there and find the person.
I know,
what I do.
We can take a picture of that and publish these things. That's another goodie. We got it. There's things that somebody needs to do. There's a bunch of them. And unfortunately, I can't remember any more at the moment.
People that don't take the nose off the roof of their cars is a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
Or
parking in the no parking zones.
Yep. Yep. Because they're special.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. I don't know, Carlene. I try not to concern myself.
I also found out today that Judy does not like driving on the highway either.
A lot of people don't. I don't blame them.
Elizabeth just plain won't.
As somebody who's driven from Woburn to Ipswich, that is true. She won't.
No, that's pretty crazy. I remember when I got my license, I was horrified to get on the highway. But once I got on it, I'm a cruise control guy, so it's not that bad.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. Oh, anyway.
What are you doing?
Any rate, because of Elizabeth driving me through the woods trying to get around, there's one place I passed on her route is they have a tree house Ooh, and they have a tree house. It looks to be the size of a garage, and it is up, balanced between three trees. And it is a good one. And I hate to say it, but somehow in the past week I have seen another one that is carefully painted red and white that is in a tree, and I can't remember where it is.
I can't remember any big tree houses around here.
Well, the one I can remember is down behind Best Western Hotel,
Where?
going down Route 1, Best Western Hotel.
I'm not sure. There's so many hotels.
Calitris?
Yep, I know Calitris.
Okay.
Back there,
Behind.
on Route 1? Or
No, behind.
Yeah.
It's the road that goes from there on down to Farmer Brown.
Okay.
Well, there you have it.
Anyway, locating more tree houses is...
There's a whole series of people that build tree houses for a living. It's called Treehouse Masters. They're crazy tree houses.
No, tiny houses.
Tiny houses?
Tiny houses.
Mm-hmm. That's a big thing.
Tiny houses is a new name for
a shed.
A shed. Or what is it?
Like a trailer.
Trailer parks.
Yeah, trailers.
You don't really need anything more than what's in it. I mean, I lived in a trailer for a year because the house burned down.
I mean, your house isn't much bigger than a trailer, like the living area, right?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. You have to be an outdoor person, though.
Yes.
You only need a place to keep you warm and dry.
100%. Maybe fix a meal.
Yeah.
How's your coffee? Hitting the spot?
Tastes good.
Good. Where did I put my
tastes good.
Did you put enough sugar in it?
I didn't see her using the cheat. I think I did.
What do you do?
Did I put enough sugar in your coffee?
Yes, for now.
For now.
For now. Yes. Okay.
You want to say hi to everybody? Everybody, Larky saying hi. Say
hi, Larky.
Hi, Larky. He doesn't care.
I had a third one. The third empty sign deal. Can't remember. I was all ready to mention it.
It'll come to you. And if we don't do it today, we'll do it Friday.
Other than that, I gotta get the thing back ready in the morning again.
What are we talking about? The golf cart?
Yeah. Oh, the golf cart. But
yeah,
no, I have to do that newspaper thing.
Yeah.
The newspaper with the new guy is not as good as it was with the old guy. The new guy has made it more of a business. The old guy, it was a nice thing to have.
Yeah. It's a free paper.
It's free.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, I publish things on the local level, shall we say.
Okay. Yep.
Janine has been published by the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal.
Wow.
Wow.
Books.
Yeah, well, that's a good book too. But no, she made a study, and a good study, of the carriage horses and the places that they are kept in New York and the conditions under which they are kept, and they are well cared for.
Nice.
It just happens to be in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, she kind of equated them to anybody else who kind of lives in New York City.
Right.
You live under a different set of circumstances.
Yeah.
But they're well cared for. They have clean living accommodations, and they're well fed and things like that. And she had a whole bunch of Janine Jacques.
Now, is it pronounced Jakes?
Somebody
or
Jacques.
Jakes.
Somebody must have corrected her spelling. She was not known for her spelling ability either.
I'm not either.
No, you would. That's a good thing. Yeah. That was one thing that people liked about my daily dog. It was the creative spelling. They equated reading my daily doggy to try to do the New York Times crossword puzzle.
Winnie, you can't sit under me.
I just have to get going again, but I just don't seem to have it. I better get it again.
If you set your mind to it, you'll get it again. That's the way it works.
Okay,
It'll come to you. It's inside you.
I'm trying to do the daily doggy again, so that if I made one of those, the trouble is I try and do a good story without libeling myself. Is that the word?
No, when you do it, you're self-incriminating yourself.
Things like that.
Yes.
Because that's the trouble. Most of the funny things that have happened
are in the gray area.
Yeah, they're gray sort of thing. I was trying to remember some of the donkey things I did. Because when you're on a movie set or something like that, and you have cats or dogs or whatever,
yeah,
you become the lady with the dogs or lady with the cats. And when I have donkeys on, I'm the lady with the ass.
It's good, one.
Which worked okay for me.
Justin, ask her if she's told you the story about Mary.
Have you told me the story about Mary?
The donkey.
The donkey?
There's a lot of stories about Mary. What am I?
Which one?
The one when she told it to me last week. It was like she could open up doors and like wander around.
She could open doors and wander around.
Oh yeah. When she was slightly younger, and Colby was younger, Janine.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Janine was living here with Colby in the cabin. Mary was famous for opening that cabin door, getting in there. So I put just electric wire across the door because I very carefully trained her not to like electric wires.
Right.
And then you don't have to electrify them. But anyway, I had electric wire across the door. Well, Colby's other set of grandparents notified the bunch of people that take care of children.
CPS. Child Protective Services.
Child Protective Services. The fact that I had electrified my grandson. And these two people, a man and a woman, came up the driveway and were here to investigate why I had electrified, why I wouldn't let my grandson in the house. They came up the driveway and there's standing there talking to the guy in the driver's seat. Meanwhile, Mary got her head in the passenger window and got into the
vehicle
glove compartment. Yeah. And she started pulling stuff out of the glove compartment. I said, "That's why." and they said fine. And they said fine, but it really was a very funny episode.
That is funny
because I was just standing there talking to the guy. And said, well, around here it's a normal thing to have done.
Yeah.
That's just normal for Carlene, having donkeys to open glove compartments.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
She said that's normal in your life to have donkeys open glove compartments.
Right. That was one of the more amazing animals I've ever handled.
Well,
and I swear she came around to say goodbye to us the day she came around, and I went in the house or whatever, and I came out and she was lying in the driveway dead. Oh. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's an old saying that there is no such thing as a sick donkey. They're either alive or they're dead, which is true.
They're sturdy animals.
Yeah, they don't get sick, and you don't give them things that make them get better. They get sick and they die.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, we've had a lot of funny things. I had for a while before Janine started throwing things away. I had a huge tripod where we were trying to keep a sick donkey on his feet.
I remember that.
It was made out of.
Belle remembers.
Bella remembers it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was in the barn.
It was made out of the shelving that they use in Home Depot. the great big iron shelving.
Yeah.
We had 3 pieces of that all held together at the top. And I guess the doggy managed, but that was a different episode. There've been a lot of different episodes.
I'm sure there were. That's why I'm saying that's your
That's your thing.
Well, I'll need help reminding me about them.
I got you.
Okay. Why is she jumping around?
She's moving with her phone.
I'm not. My phone won't stand up anymore.
Oh, her phone.
Okay. Okay, we'll have to remember some more things.
Yeah. You have
the other thing that's amazing about working on a set of a movie is you do whatever works, and you're not fussy about things that happen.
Right.
And I can remember one movie I was involved with having a dog we had a Christmas tree, and a dog had to react to somebody opening a door, and everybody was supposed to follow or whatever. And I had to get the dog, I had to lean way over to get the dog to move in that direction.
Yeah.
And I almost fell, except somebody grabbed me by the butt and hung on for dear life, and we got the shot.
Fantastic.
That was a movie where it was not one of the big names. It was somebody who was not quite a big name.
Mm-hmm.
And those people are a little bit different to work with. The really big ones, Jack Nicholson and stuff like that, they'll do anything.
I heard Jack Nicholson is a delightful man.
Yes, he is.
Good.
I had to have a Shar-Pei dog follow him down the steps of the Wang Center.
Okay.
Without a leash.
Yeah.
And it wasn't my dog.
Right.
And so I practiced with him. I walked around the block.
Yeah.
Something else was happening. I walked around the block with him, and he said, I don't care whether you fill my shoe with liver, anything to get the shot. And that was right. He would do that.
Yeah.
But the other thing that he did, which was very nice, is twice in that block, we met somebody, a handicapped person in a wheelchair. He stopped everything and sat and talked to them, and sat on their lap, or got behind them, or got photographs taken. He was just delightful to work with.
That's what I heard. That's just he's on 100% of the time. He's not that charisma's real.
Yeah, he was fine.
Good.
And well, I have a lot of stories. There was. The trouble is, I can't remember names. Oh.
I'm good with hints.
The guy who was the thing that came in from Mars or something. Oh.
He came from Mars.
He was out of there.
A big actor.
Oh, yeah. And he eventually died. Oh. Mark and Mindy, Matt.
Oh, Robin Williams. Robin Williams.
Yeah. He had a just like him that was his stand-in.
Yeah.
Who would sit around while they organized the light or the cameras or whatever.
Yeah.
And I couldn't when I first got involved in the whole thing, I couldn't tell the difference.
I wonder if he ever would let the guy pretend that he was him when he didn't want to deal with people. Like that would be funny.
Wait, Winnie. Toby, come on out.
No.
Okay, I guess we're going in.
But you don't know which one it was because you couldn't tell.
That was early in the game. The food that they have that's another thing that's kind of exceptional about the movie business is they have a tractor trailer, a big tractor trailer, stainless steel kitchen.
Yep.
They serve good meals.
Yeah. Craft services, right?
Yeah.
I thought you said crap services.
No.
I was like, what?
I remember stuffed mushrooms because they would also cater to the people who didn't eat meat.
Right.
They had,
And the food's for everybody, right? Everybody. From the man
Oh,
to,
yeah.
to Carlene, the ass lady.
Right,
To the dogs.
right. And then there's, yeah, you're right. I have a lot of stories.
Yeah, you do.
You could write a book, Carlene.
It was the Kennedy movie where it was old time Boston, where we had horses and carriages up by the State House.
Right.
And Cirilla Tebow, which is a friend of mine, who also has a reputation for being a slightly wacko mother. She's very creative also. She had a whole bunch of carriages and horses, and we drove she drove a tractor trailer also. I had the carriages and she had the horses or whatever. And
Mom, Winnie.
Directions on how to get to where we were supposed to park. And we ended up in front of the Mass General in the traffic circle.
Go.
You cannot drive a tractor trailer around that circle. It doesn't bend.
Yeah.
And we had two of them. We were following each other, and we got tied up around that. We had a whole time with the taxi people. They were not happy with it. But Janine, we hooked up one horse, and Janine got all dressed up in some man's outfit, and put her in the driver's seat, and she was going to drive this horse up to up past the State House. And she did. And she's going up the road. And I said to Cirilla, she's doing very well. I said, Janine's never driven a horse before. She said, that's all right. That horse hasn't been driven in 2 years. But that's all right. They went on up. And they were in a carriage that's not cut under. A carriage that's cut under, you can turn sharply, and the wheel will come back and cut under the seat that you're sitting on.
Okay.
If it's not cut under, it hits the carriage and tips over. So that was one thing that I had told her when she started on this thing. I said, that's not cut under. So she goes up by the State House, and everybody in the whole outfit turns the corner and goes around that Park Street or whatever it is, down the hill. She couldn't make the corner. She had to go straight. Well, that put her in the financial district, down by the government center and all. She was gone for hours. We didn't know where she was.
And she was dressed like an old-timey man.
Old-time man, driving around, doing a 12-point turn. It was, we've had some funny. I don't know. You have to make a list of them because I can't remember anymore.
But how are we supposed to know what your memories are, what your stories are?
I'll start keeping a list and have her write them down.
Perfect.
I need help on it.
Yeah, we have
Anyway.
Anywho.
Okay. So everybody has their assignment now.
I'm gonna start writing down your stories.
And
telling you to write them.
And you're writing down things that somebody like me can do that takes no effort, no extra effort, but would help society in general. Right?
Sure. I doubt anybody's going to listen to you, though.
Oh, come on.
Be nice, Justin.
I got him to change the... Well, Bella would be in on the elevator inspection. You got stuck in an elevator, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. At my school, my old school, I got stuck on it for 2 hours with the engine failing. Yeah, and I still do that, Carlene.
Go ahead. It's a long story. Tell him the whole thing. Then.
Oh, okay. So I started... I was in the elevator, and this was a long-time joke between me and my friends. I'm like, one of these days, the elevator is going to get stuck, and we're just going to be stuck in here. And, of course, it happened. We started on the second floor, and then it was dropping like a few inches an hour with us in it, with George in it.
Oh, boy.
And my aide was nowhere to be found. And my friends at the classroom across heard us screaming.
Oh,
And the teachers were like, no, the elevator's fine. Nobody's stuck in it. And then I called my mom because I had a heart monitor on. And I was like, Mom, I'm stuck in the elevator. And my mom called the superintendent. And they were like, well, the elevator's not working. Why would anybody be in it? And so then we were
Did I
Winnie.
correctly too that the inspection sticker, when you found it, it was expired?
No, so they flipped the thing, so it didn't. They gave us the old inspection sticker.
They gave her.
They put the old inspection sticker up there, and not the one that said it failed inspection.
Ah. Did you get
And
that?
And how did you get George out of the?
well, animal control came, even though he was not needed.
Even though it wasn't needed.
Yeah, the police, because my parents called the police and the fire department and everything. I was in the basement, and I started on the second floor. And I ended up in the basement, and the animal control was like, we have to take the dog, we have to take the dog. And my mom and sister were there, and I'm like, George, go see Mom. And he just like hopped right out and saw her and walked right over to her.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I remember when you started having George, your mother called me one day, all excited. She said, I don't have to walk her to school.
It's true. Yeah, I would walk myself to school.
Oh, that became
A saying?
saying. We said that a lot. Let George handle it.
Carlene, do you remember why you named him George?
What are you talking about
Do you
now?
remember why you named him George?
Oh.
No, she doesn't.
It was the vet that saved Scarlet.
It was the vet that saved Scarlet.
That would be Myers.
George.
Yep.
He always took credit for the fact, especially when George got to be #1 service dog in the country. The fact that it had his name, he liked.
Toby.
You can get. I had a lot of dogs. You can get stuck for names.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go, guys. The doctor's calling.
Bye, Bella. Thank you.
Bye.
It's time to go. Is it time to go?
It's about time for us to
Okay.
go, too.
It's time for us to go.
Is
Okay.
Well, everybody, sorry I couldn't keep up on the comments because we had a teeny screen here. But next Friday I will. Boop. There you go. If you want to go. If you want to see what happened before, you do that.
No, how many? I want to go the other way.
There's 82 people.
Oh, okay.
It's up at the top there.
Okay.
So everybody, we're gonna sign off for the day. You'll see us back here in 4 days, Friday. You and me.
Right.
Everybody, good seeing you.
Bye.
Have a good week. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Oh.
Done. Good job.
Good job.